body of her.
Did you notice that every picture of him is the same? I'm telling you, that chick is a cardboard cutout.
He don't exist. He be like, Jasmine not married.
You know, the only place that I'll probably see Dr. J is in Jasmine's family photos, or if I happen just to lose my mind and I'll see him in the psych ward. I guess me being a patient.
You know, I done tried with Jasmine. I think that we've all tried with Jasmine. But I guess she thought that we were gonna forget that it's this whole mystery about her husband, and that we still haven't met her husband. And how are you married to medicine? Especially, you're not even a doctor. You're a doctor's wife. Not to diminish your value or anything, but I'm saying you're a doctor's wife. So you would think that you would see the reason as to why you're on the show, which is your doctor husband. Okay, you're not a doctor like Britton, like Imani, like Kendra. Who else? I think that's it. Yeah, we still have not. So you would think that we would see her husband. We see Mariah Huck's husband all the time on Married to Medicine Atlanta. We used to see Dr. G with Miss Quad all the time. We used to see Toya with Eugene all the time. So where's your husband, Jasmine? And you left yourself wide open for this. I don't feel bad for you in the least bit. In the least, Jasmine, girl. We done tried with you. We done tried. I do think Jasmine is a good addition to the show. Just because she brings mess, I guess. But you can really downgrade to a friend of the show if you're genuinely not trying to show your husband that it's Married to Medicine. You're not medicine. You're not the medicine part, so that means that you're married to medicine. Where's the marriage? And I went on her page. They're right. The little photos she got of her husband, they're always some far back photos. Or a photo is like the same picture in every photo. It's very copy and paste. I guess she thought we weren't going to notice or find out. Girl, you caught. I'm not saying that you're not married, but something's up. It's super duper weird. Why even sign up to come on the show? You're a pretty girl, but you're not that interesting to sit and have just for us to sit and look at you all day. So a mess, but we're gonna get to all that later. How did the episode start off? Dr. Kendra, she finally told her husband that she is she signed that contract to go back to work. He was strongly against her going back to work this soon, but he ended up having a talk with some of the other guys, and they was just like, look, this is what, if y'all hear silence right now, that's a good thing. That's just because I got my fan off. When y'all hear that little rumble in the back, that's my fan that's on, but I ain't got it on right now. But anyway, so they was just like, look, you can't not tell her that she can't go to work. She don't want to just be a housewife. And she, and it makes sense, in a way, like, obviously she wants to be there for her child and stuff, and she's a new mom and everything, but eventually she's going to want to get back to the reason she is who she is, and going to all that school. And what, you just gonna quit just because you have kids and you done went through all that school and paid all that money, all that debt? You have a career. You thought that's just as important, So she ended up signing a contract, but she was wrong for not telling him from the beginning. But she ended up telling him, and he felt a little bit kind of ways, but it is what it is. She was gonna do it anyway, and so they decided to just settle in, and she's gonna have a very flexible schedule, they say, but I don't know how flexible her schedule gonna be. What, working one day a week? I don't see the point in that, but I guess we'll see, child. Hopefully, Married to Medicine LA comes back. So Shanique goes over to Jasmine's house. Jasmine, she's having this big party, Christmas in July, darling. Super weird, because summer just started, and in real life, and so it's just like Christmas, but whatever. So Jasmine, she's having a holiday party. Jasmine's parties be very put together. She's really good at throwing parties. She is. She's not good at revealing that husband, but she's good at throwing parties. How you have no problem showing your child, but you don't show your husband? That is so odd to me. I don't know. If the show wasn't about Married to Medicine, if the show wasn't about being married and doctors wives and all that, then it wouldn't be that big of a deal for us to see her husband. But since it is, it's just like, how odd. And you're so happy they married and all that. How you happy? We'll never see you girl, you by yourself all the time. I don't know. It's some kind of weird. I don't know if that man got other women, other kids, if he's a big superstar. I don't know who he is, but him just being a doctor, once again, not trying to depreciate your value, but him just being a doctor, and this is Married to Medicine, and this, I would think that's one of the requirements. Hell, Dr. Imani and her husband Phil, they've been hitting on stuff for a while now, and we saw Phil often on camera, and their relationship probably, to them in their own private home, their relationship probably been over, but they still came through and front for the people for a while. Jasmine can't even do that, girl. So Shanique goes over to Jasmine's house. Shanique is trying to get into real estate. So Jasmine hands Shanique a number to one of the top real estate guys in LA. Shanique goes to meet with him. He's a little arrogant. He had a little arrogance to him. But he's a very successful man at what he does, and God bless him. But he was super, like, he wasn't too bad, but he definitely had a little, you meet some people who have that little sarcasm to them, very I'm kind of superior to you kind of attitude. He kind of gave that a little bit. I didn't care for that, but yeah. And for a while I did not like Shanique, but as this season went on, I started to like Shanique more and more. I like Shanique when she's away from Jasmine. That's the same way I feel about Robin Dixon on Real Housewives of Potomac. I like Robin when she's away from Giselle. When she's with Giselle, I want to throw tennis balls at both of them. But when of cotton balls, darling, tennis balls full of cotton. But when she's with Giselle, she turns into that messy, catty, mean girl kind of behavior, and that's not good. That's not attractive. I think slowly but surely we're starting to, just as a people, I think slowly but surely we're starting to get away from the whole thing of, oh, they're attractive, so we're gonna let them get away with this. They're attractive, so we're gonna let them go. I mean, beauty means what these days? I mean, it still means something. It can still get you into places, for sure. But will it keep you for the long run? If you ain't got nothing to back it up? Who's to say? In some superficial groups, I'm sure it will, But you're going to have to give up something. If it ain't green, it's okay. Or you better be family or kinfolk. Or somehow. Something like that. Anyway. So yeah, Shanique talked to the husband about it. And I wish Shanique nothing but the best with selling real estate and doing her thing. I think that she's going to be great at it. I do think it's going to be very challenging because Robert depends on her a lot when it comes to taking care of the kids. And them kids old enough now as to where they can get a nanny, and if the nanny is awful or whatever, crazy, and to get rid of her and all that stuff. So get rid of him or her. So I mean, Oh, child, get you a nanny so you can focus on this. Because this is going to take a lot of your time, child. I don't think she realized it yet. Even Shanique be looking at Jasmine crazy. But she be talking about her husband and why he ain't never around. So you ain't better than nobody. Imani had a scene with her mother, who I love. I think her mom's name Carolyn, I think. Imani's mother is very stoic. Very stern, very serious. Very that. Cool lady, though. She is, and she always gives good advice. She's very blunt. She just says it how she says it, child. And so they meet up and they're talking, and they talked about the trip. Imani talked about that they, it was just penis everywhere and all kinds of stuff. Talking in front of the little Idris little boy, it was so funny. They talked about Phil. Imani said that she's gonna have to get somebody to come pack up Phil's stuff, and the grandma was just like, well, and you can send it by U.S. Postal Service, child. I mean, how awful is it? He won't even come and get his stuff. Like, what? I really want to know what exactly went down. What exactly happened? Like, he can't even face Imani to go in and pick up his stuff. Like, that's how you know when you wrong, when you faced it, and you don't want to come around. He did something. Not saying Imani didn't play a part, but I'm saying, like, he definitely feels some guilt or some embarrassment or something as to why he can't even face her at all. And so it's messed up if he goes out and have another life and make kids with other women or another woman, and he does not extend that same love to Idris, who's been there, who and that's the only father that Idris has ever known. He's been in Idris's life since he was like 2 or 3. So to now all of a sudden to have dad not around is very heartbreaking. It is. Hopefully Phil comes around, and hopefully Phil does still have a good relationship with Idris. But I mean, from what we're seeing on the show, it don't look like it. So hopefully everything works out with that, because that's pretty sad. Cute little kid. Okay, let me see. What else happened? So Dr. Britton and her husband, they're having trouble with the little boy. He's sleeping in the bed with him. Shout out to daddy / husband. He going on over there to the guest room or whatever, and the little boy sleeping in the bed with Britton, child. But they finally, picked the little boy up, took him to his room. He ran back into the room. He said, I ain't going nowhere, psych, psych, psych. And then he asked his sister, could he sleep in the room with her? And she said, yeah, but you're going to have to go to the top bunk. The little girl got a little attitude, child. So she was just like, okay. So he slept in his sister's room. So, eventually he'll grow out of that stage where he want to sleep in his parents' room or his sister's room, and he want to have his own privacy and stuff. As soon as he get older, watch and see. He ain't gonna want to be bothered with nobody. The little girl already there, child. She's a trip. Cute kids. Okay. Dr. Kendra met up with Leah. They went clothes shopping. They was at this boutique and looking for earrings, all that kind of stuff. It's nice to see Kendra and Leah's relationship develop and get stronger after Leah said what she said about Kendra's outfit, which I still think was minor, but they needed something to talk about. So yeah. As much as I love juice and sweet tea is my favorite kind of drink ever. Real sweet tea, not sweet tea, but then you taste it and it's unsweet. Real sweet tea. I swear nothing ever hits your throat, hits that thirst. Nothing ever feels you quite like water. Just plain old good cold water. So they met up and was talking, and Leah expressed that Dr. Imani said that, yeah, child, we done had plenty gatherings at Jasmine's house, and the husband ain't never been there. So, I mean, we shall see what it gives. And I say, well, yeah, we shall see what it gives. I don't think it's going to give nothing, to be honest. But, it's just, child, y'all know what it gives. So, Dr. Kim was just like, oh, okay, yeah, I can't wait, child. So, Jasmine, she putting together everything. All the food, everything looks great. She did not Jasmine's very health conscious on every little thing, and she did not give that this time. So, she knew it was other people coming that was going to eat, child. So, she get everything together. Jasmine actually had security there. She made it clear to security that she does not want nobody going on the second level floor. She hired 2 security guards. I was like, wow, Jasmine, wow. So all of a sudden, she hired entertainment, child. She had a Mariah Carey impersonator there. I've actually seen, I think I follow her on Twitter. Shouts out to her. I forgot her actual name, but she gave me concert, and it was funny. The ladies was like, Mariah, it was like, oh my gosh, I love your music. It was like, are you going to sing us a song? And, the impersonator, she was just like, oh, well, I just left off my my Christmas concert. I'm on vocal rest. And it was like, not vocal rest. It was cute. It was funny. It was definitely, y'all know I'm a lamb. I'm a Mariah Carey stan. So it was nice to see for me anyway. So she's like, oh, come on. She was like, you cannot have Christmas without Mariah. I was like, amen. The Queen of Christmas. I agree. So that was funny to see that. So yes. So all the ladies arrived. They start to come in with their husbands. Hobart, which is Dr. Kendra's husband, he ended up coming in later. He's so sweet and unconcerned. And you can tell a lot of times he's out of his comfort zone. But he just rolls with it, and he's just like so cool and just down, and we love him. Good guy. The Drummonds and their freaky selves, they came. They showed up. They had whips and chains and electrocution bolts and all kinds of stuff. I said, what the hell the Drummonds into? The Drummonds? Ooh. Shanique, you're going to have to put them whips and chains down so you can study for real estate now. Okay, so, Jasmine had it all set up. Kendra and Leah arrived first. They looked great. They had on white and silver, I think. Next who came in was Dr. Britton. Let me show y'all what Dr. Britton had on.
Hi.
Sifting. Sifting.
Yes,
Yes, Dr. Britton. Yes, Dr. Britton. Yes, Dr. Britton. Dr. Britton knows she's sickening. Dr. Britton, Best Dressed Award on the Merit to Medicine LA. It's definitely Dr. Britton. Hands down. She just gets it right every single time. She got it. She has an eye for fashion. She's a Libra. Like me. So I get it. She gets it. We get it. She's a Libra. And she's that girl. She is. Anyway. Ooh, that water's so good. So, everybody started to come in. Slowly but surely. Leah can dress too. Leah. Top 3 best dressed. Out of the cast. Leah, Britton, and Imani. Imani be sharp too. Imani had on this leopard print dress with this fur coat. Disgusting. Disrespectful. How dare you. So, they all sitting around talking. All of a sudden, we see Jasmine come down. And we see Jasmine in the bathroom getting her hair and makeup done. She was just like, just fix my hair. And her hair's the same all the time. She has, nice hair, whatever. But, it's the same. So, fix your hair for what? What are you doing? What are you doing to it, sis? I want to see, it's a cute little hairstyle. I like her haircut, Jasmine. But I mean, it's nice to see her switch it up and do something to it. For sure. But anyway, Jasmine is the perfect example of you can be pretty and have a nice body, but you can still have no fashion sense. Jasmine, in my opinion, has no sense of fashion at all. Everything, it's just workout gear and little short, skimpy dresses, child. Jasmine came down there in the shortest dress I've seen.
Hurry up, do my hair.
Look how short this dress is.
Well, look who's here. Hi, friends. Santa's helpers. Hi, how are you?
Welcome to my home.
Of course. Thank you.
How are you?
Attention, everyone. Jasmine has arrived at our own house.
And it's black. And it's a holiday party. Girl, you could have had on white, silver, gold, green, emerald green, like red. Girl, she had on a freakum dress. I was like, girl, this is your party. You're supposed to be the sharpest one in the room. But, you know, that's impossible with Britain being there, darling. But, yes, I was just like, what is... Anyway. Because, and you know, I'm only ragging on Jasmine like this because Jasmine talks the most crap. She does. And she always has something to say. And it's just like, girl, you are living in the glass house at the top of the hill, but you always throwing stones? It doesn't make sense. So anyway, she goes outside, shows them, you know, the live entertainment she had, the ladies up in the bubbles and stuff. They thought it was stupid. I did too. And the pool wasn't even that big to have people up in the bubbles, child. But yeah, so Leah, you know, being drunk, she was just like, hell, let me get in the bubble, child. So she decided to get in one. Now watch this.
Okay, Leah.
Hold on, y'all.
Let's do it.
Shit. Now look. Look at Jasmine.
She
Boom.
almost hit her head.
Boom. She did hit her
Are
head.
you alive?
God.
I'm starting to go into doctor mode. I'm like, get her.
Now I'm gonna run that back.
It's like being in space. Okay, Leah, let's do it. She almost hit her head.
Now Jasmine, Leah's a good one. Because when Leah got up out the pool, first she thought it was Brittany. But she found out that it was Jasmine. Jasmine actually admitted to it and had a smirk on her face like, okay, I pushed you in the pool and you hit your head, so what? Now we sitting over here trying to turn a new leaf, Jasmine. And you're going to assault me? Now from Jasmine's standpoint, she was looking at it like, oh, I paid for this. How you coming in here disrespecting my home? First of all, she asked the girl if she could get into the little bubble thing. Who cares? What's the big deal about her getting into the bubble thing? Like, but Jasmine took it as disrespect. And really, they're just having fun, child. The party was boring. Besides the bubble girls, I mean, you know, Mariah came through and it was cute, but I mean, she didn't sing, so it was just like, okay. But it was just like, girl, you really gonna push me? And I'm trying to keep my balance, and a woman of a certain age, and you gonna push me down, child? My knees is rickety. Leah low-key wanted to grab her. I could feel it. But she just kept her composure. Because that's disrespectful. I don't have any words for that. But, yeah, Jasmine. If it had been anybody else, you probably would have got your ass whooped. At your party. And, you know, let's see if your husband would have came down the stairs then. So, yeah, it was this whole thing about Kendra walked over to Dr. Imani and Liam and said that Jasmine told her that the husband was upstairs sleeping. It was just like, the husband upstairs sleeping? How he upstairs sleeping? It was just like, what you mean he upstairs sleeping? All this noise and all this racket we making, and he upstairs sleeping. So the security guard was right there blocking the door. Kendra, them kept trying to make up excuses to go upstairs, and he was not letting them go upstairs at all. So they just ended up letting it go, child. They ended up calling out to the husband, talking about hootie hoo, and making different noises trying to get his attention. Child, that man went up there. I honestly, I don't understand. I don't understand what's the big deal. What's the big secret? Who cares? I mean, my goodness, I just don't get it. I don't. So Jasmine, her last and final surprise was a gospel choir, who came from up the steps. So I guess that was another reason she didn't want them to come downstairs, to go upstairs, because the gospel choir was up there. Or maybe not. Maybe they just went in through a back way and went up the steps. I don't know. But the choir came downstairs. It was random. It was random. And then you have on this short dress. You can't even bend over because all your butt cheeks will be showing. And you got a choir coming down, and you have on a rag, literally, and clapping, and it was odd, but it was definitely something to talk about. That was the season finale. I wish there was a reunion to Married to Medicine LA, but there's not. So I don't know. The producers or whoever need to get Mariah Huq back involved on Married to Medicine, because even if she's not on the show, she definitely needs to be involved, because she's Married to Medicine and she knows what brings views. And this is the second season and still no reunion to Married to Medicine LA. I don't understand that. Why they don't have a reunion. I really don't. They just need to do better. They need to do better on these black shows. Period. I don't understand how white people can be in charge of black stuff. I really don't. We just need to do better. My goodness. So yeah, that was it. That was season finale, y'all. I'm assuming it's gonna be a season 3 of Married to Medicine LA, but who knows? But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed Married to Medicine, so we're gonna see what it gives, y'all. What's coming up next? Real Salsa Potomac, I think. Yeah. All right. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at This Kingsworld on Instagram and Twitter, at This Kingsworld89 on Snapchat, Chase King on Facebook, Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later.